Let's talk about confidence. How to get it and how to rediscover it when you lose it. Daily Dose of Dave coming to you live. It's really hard when you're an entrepreneur to have confidence. And there's kind of two models of thought: fake it till you make it, or just don't have it. And I think both of those are kind of ridiculous. And here's what I mean by that. Both of them are lazy thinking. So one is fake it till you make it. Just project confidence and you'll have it, and think that'll be great. The issue with this is some people are not good at faking it. The reality is it's not good to fake it till you make it, guys. Like, just be honest about where you are. And usually faking it till you make it also means that you just straight up lie. So don't do that. The other one is they just don't have it. This one's lazy too, because you can always gain confidence. Okay? Here's how you can gain confidence initially. If you're an entrepreneur, you've never done this before, what are other things that you've done in your life that you've had success at? Maybe it's sports, maybe it's theater arts, maybe it's in relationships, maybe it's being a good son, daughter, person, a child to your parents. Maybe it's being a great friend. Whatever it is, you can draw lines between what you're doing now in your entrepreneurial journey and that thing. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about that. Like, if you work with clients, like I do, I work with clients a lot. Do you do relationship well? Write down 3 examples of when you did relationship really well. If you're in sales, have you ever talked to a small child and sold them on not pitching a fit? Write it down. That's a great one to build confidence. If you're like, I'm creating a product, I've never made anything in my life. Bullshit. You made a macaroni picture one time or frame and gave it to your mom or dad as a gift, and they thought it was great. You've made things before, okay? You have to find those instances, write them down, and keep them with you. I think 3 is the minimum that you have here. You could write a bunch more. You could do different stuff for different tasks that you're doing on your journey. And then keep those with you. And remind yourself of how it felt to have those accomplishments, and don't downplay them now that you're an adult, okay? One of the things that I relied on was I played in band when I was in middle school. I stopped playing when I got into high school because sports was a much bigger deal to me, and I couldn't do both. And so, but I remember, and I used this in my early entrepreneur journey, that I was able to pick up, and it took me a little bit to learn. Like, it took me a year to learn how to play my instrument. I played the trombone, by the way, because that's cool. And then after that, I was naturally able, after I put in the work and practiced really hard, I was naturally able to be really, really good at it. And that was a way for me to remind myself in my early entrepreneurial days that the first 1.5 to 2 years are really challenging. And then after that, because I will learn enough, and this is just how my mind works, I'm a good problem solver, I can then draw connections. I can then figure out how to do something at a high level without practicing any additional hours or really putting in a ton of extra effort, just because I'll be naturally gifted at it. And so that was like a thing that I kept with me. I kept a bunch of stories with me, and they helped me in my journey. What are your stories, my dear friend? What are the things that you can call back and say, oh yeah, I can do this really, really well? That is your daily dose of Dave. Get and keep confidence. Whenever you're not feeling confident, recall those stories. And whenever you have that confidence initially, you can pull from those old stories. Whenever you have lost your confidence in business, go back to the moments when you've had success. They will help you. Till next